What's up guys, Brendan Hancock here with another episode of Groove Subaru today. And today we are going to take a look at the 2017 Subaru Forester 2.5i Premium with all-weather package. We're here at Mount Falcon Park with beautiful red rocks right behind us, so there's no better place for us to take a look at this beautiful new vehicle for 2017. So as you can see, this is a quartz blue pearl Premium Forester. A couple things that you'll notice that are new for 2017, you'll notice right away with the Premium. The front grille's a little bit different. They've added some slightly different air ducts here to get a little bit more air coming in there to cool the engine. You do also have here on the fog light area, this area has been redesigned as well, kind of resembles a little bit more of what they've been doing with the Crosstrek with these chrome accents here. And for the front end, that's pretty much it. But we will also notice the biggest thing that's probably most notable are going to be the new 17-inch alloy wheels that they have on all the Foresters here. So these are new for 2017. In my opinion, they look a little bit like the limited Outback wheels, so they resemble a little bit more of that sort of propeller kind of look. And I think that they have a little bit more contrast to them and get a little bit more sporty look to them as well. On the side, pretty much all the same. With the Premium, you still do get the rear tinted windows, reclining rear seats, body colored side mirrors here as well. But the biggest thing that I think that they've done on the exterior is they've actually added the spoiler to the 2.5i Premium. So previously that used to only be available for turbo models or for a 2.5i Limited and Touring, but now you can actually get that in the Premium model as well. So really kind of, in my opinion, helps round out the body a little bit better. I think that without the wing, it looks a little bit naked, so to speak. So huge thing there. And then on the inside, we've talked about it before, but they've also added X mode to the Premium trim level. And then you also get automatic climate control as well. So why don't we go take a look inside. So now we're actually out on the road in the 2017 Subaru Forester. As I mentioned previously, this is the 2.5i Premium. And in terms of interior cabin, not tons of updates, but there are a few things that are definitely worth mentioning. So, first one, you do have automatic climate control. So this is a 2.5i Premium with all-weather package, probably the most popular trim level of the Forester, which is the reason that I kind of wanted to take it out today. So you will have automatic climate control, which is super nice. They've changed the placement of where you're going to change your top LCD screen. So previously, like it is still on the Outback and Legacy, you had 3 paddles at like 7 o'clock on the steering wheel, and that was where you changed that screen. Now it's kind of like it is in the Impreza and WRX. It's just a screen you can tap up here to check things like miles till empty, where traction's going to the wheels, fancy clock, which is my personal favorite, and things like that as well. But one thing I really wanted to talk about, and then also, real quick, it also has X mode now, which I mentioned previously, but X mode, you used to have a 2.5i Limited, which means you needed to get leather in order to get that feature. It's an off-road feature, which we'll actually demonstrate for you a little bit today. It'll have hill descent control, it'll have throttle control management to help get you out of some sticky situations, which is really, really nice because I think they're actually paying attention to the type of buyer that's buying kind of this price point of Forester. They really want the car to take them everywhere and have all those types of features with some levels of comfort, and then obviously some exterior appeal as well with the rear spoiler. And they're really seeming to focus a lot on this trim level. So that's the reason that I wanted to take it out today. But I don't think we've really had a good opportunity to really take the Forester out to kind of compare its drive. It is a beautiful, beautiful sunny day today, and I think that the openness and the feel of this car is better than any of the other Subarus. Now, I'm not saying that Subarus in general don't have good visibility. They do, you're able to see over the front. But this, in particular, the Subaru Forester, in my opinion, you feel like you are driving in a fishbowl or a glass box with a 5-star crash test rating. Really safe vehicle, but there's so much glass everywhere, you can see everything. Typically on a lot of cars, these side mirrors, are kind of in a not ideal spot, and they kind of hide this visibility here, so your A-pillar kind of blocks a lot, but that's not the case here. They put the mirror in a really, really good position that's going to allow you excellent visibility over here. And then, as I mentioned previously on the outside, those huge rear windows in the third panel back there really allow for good visibility out the side. We don't really have a lot of blind spots here. So visibility is exceptional. I've mentioned this before when talking about the Forester and sort of the type of drive that it is. It is definitely more SUV-like. Now, I'm about 6'1" or so. I have some headroom here, but I've also put the seat up really, really high. You have a huge level of adjustability. Like, I can lower this seat super, super low, so now I feel like I'm driving a car, but then I can also lift it up so high that my head literally hits the thing. So, look, this is ridiculous. Okay, this is absurd. But look at it. Look how high I can, adjust the seating position. I like it where I feel like I'm driving an SUV. You can see sort of from my seat, I don't know if you can see like my legs, where they're positioned exactly. But there's much more of a right angle sort of to them compared to, like a BRZ, which would be the most extreme version of this, but where your legs are out farther. A Legacy and Outback have a little bit more of that. You don't have that SUV-like feel. Now, a previous complaint that some people did have about the Forester was road noise. Now, this is on the Impreza's chassis, so this is definitely, a little bit more of a bumpy ride. I don't think it is rough. I think they've made some adjustments to it. But the noise in particular, they have added noise insulating glass like you have on the Outback and Legacy, which has eliminated a lot of that road noise. So much quieter than even just the 2016, which I think is a huge, huge upgrade. One of the biggest sort of like questions or kind of complaints or concerns that people have when looking at either the Forester or the Outback, hey yo, what's up, are the two different engine sizes. So the Forester offers a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder, just like the Outback, pushes out about 170 horsepower. And then the turbo option is a 2.0 liter turbocharged, very similar to that of the WRX, but that pushes out about 256 horsepower. So what we're doing right now, like I mentioned, we're driving the 2.5i. The question is always, is it enough power? What about when I'm going up to the mountains, things like that? So we're driving on 285 South, if you guys are familiar with this, past Morrison towards Conifer, because that's a nice steady incline that sort of, gains quite a bit of elevation rather quickly. Obviously, elevation has some effect on performance, and that's why, people are so concerned about this question of like, what if I'm going up, to Aspen and stuff? Am I going to have a car that has enough power to carry me and my friends? And I definitely think you do. If you were someone who goes up to the mountains on the weekends or, occasionally, even with a full car, it's going to be plenty of power. However, if you are one of two people, either you live up very high in the mountains, and you're above, say, like maybe 10,000 feet or something like that, and you're there all the time, you may want to consider the bigger engine size. Or if you're someone who has a lead foot and wants to be passing people, as you're getting up to, up the mountains. But if you're not, the 2.5i, is going to be plenty of power for you. 170 horsepower with this CVT transmission will give you everything you need. Right now, we're heading up here. I'm only going about 45 miles an hour due to, traffic here and stuff. But I'm at less than 2,000 RPM. I'm not killing the engine here. Sometimes, if let's say I want to pass somebody, so I'll do this here. Say I want to pass somebody, just like normal, the CVT is going to kind of downshift like normal. So yes, now I am up to 4,000 RPM, but I can do sort of, there's two sort of, synthetic downshifts, so to speak, happening. And now I'm back down to 2,000 RPM, and in no way do I feel that the engine is overworking to get me up here. So, in my opinion, I think from driving this, and if you can see, I'm not struggling to get up this, and there's, I don't know if you can see them, but there's 3 people in the car, including myself, so super meta, I know. But this is definitely adequate power. So here, if I give, the car more gas, just like I'm, asking it to downshift, yes, now I'm up to 4,000, but then quickly it goes down to 3, and then now back down to 2, and I'm still very comfortable at 50 miles an hour on this road. All right, guys, well, thank you so much for watching. If you are ending your Outback review here, you can also click here and watch our review of the 2017 Subaru Forester 2.5i Premium. And likewise, if you're ending your review of the 2017 Premium Forester, you can also click right here to watch a review of the 2017 Subaru Outback. Likewise, if you guys have not subscribed already, it's just Groove Subaru on YouTube. Subscribe today, and we'll see you guys next time.